My name is Claire Eichen, and I am the Development Director at Emergency Food Network. So the history of Emergency Food Network is that we were started in 1982 in response to a recession that was happening at that time. We were actually started by the local food pantries that we still work with today. They recognized a need for an agency that could collect large volumes of food and then distribute it out to each of the individual food pantries. We were intended to be a temporary program when we were started that would go away when the need went away. But that never happened. 42 years later, we're still here serving the community, and we've grown to serving 75 food pantries, meal sites, and shelters across Pierce County. The core mission of Emergency Food Network is to make sure that everyone in Pierce County has access to food. But for us, it's more than just distributing food. It's making sure that people have food that is nutritionally appropriate for their dietary needs. So if they have health restrictions where they need certain food types to meet that dietary need, we want that food out in the system. It's about getting culturally appropriate foods in the system because different people in different cultures like and need different foods. So we don't want everybody to have the exact same food at every food pantry. It's about making sure that the food is appropriate for people based on their capabilities and needs. So for our unhoused folks, that might look like less frozen protein and more foods in pop-top cans. We have families with young kiddos who might need snack foods that are easier to eat while a parent is at work rather than having a bunch of food that needs to be prepped. For us, it's about making sure that there's a lot of food in the system, but that food also is dignified and meets people where they're at and the needs that they have. The most impactful thing that we do for the community is just the level of food that we move each year. EFN set the goal of distributing 20 million pounds of food in 2025 because there's such a high need in our community. And one thing that I just really admire about our warehouse team is the level of thought and compassion that they put into building orders for our partners. So when they're building an order and looking at the fresh produce that's in our warehouse and looking in the cooler, they're tracking the things that partner got last week. So they might notice, oh, this partner got a lot of lettuce last week. Let's give them spinach instead, or let's give them broccoli instead, because none of us want to be eating the same food in and out. And so our staff take really great care into making sure that the food that's going out into our partners is different, and it helps make sure that people are not just eating the same food in and out every day. The thing that I love most about working at EFN is that I get to see every day the best of our community. There is a lot of sadness and anger and conflict in our world right now, and I think a lot of people feel hopeless about the power that they have to influence their community. And every day I see good. I see the people that I work with in the warehouse who are making sure that those pallets get loaded up with beautiful food. I see volunteers coming and sacrificing their personal time to make sure that we're able to get food out. I see donors coming in and helping us make our mission go stronger. Just last week, we had an 8-year-old pop into the office and she made a donation of her allowance because she wanted her allowance money to go to good in the community. And just seeing so many different people come together to make good happen and to make sure that people have the most basic of needs met, it just fills me with hope every single day. The reality is that people are facing really impossible choices every day. They're deciding if they are going to pay their rent in full or buy food, if they're going to put gas in their car so that they can get to work or buy groceries, or pay for a medication that keeps them healthy or buy food. And unfortunately, food in many instances is viewed as kind of a luxury compared to those other items. So really where going to a food pantry comes in is it helps a family, it helps an individual pay for those other basic needs and still get food and not go hungry, not skip meals, not water down food, all those things so that they can have their food and their other basic needs met. EFN could not do our work without the incredible volunteers that we have. Most of our volunteers will come to us through our repack project, so that is where they're taking fresh or donated product and repackaging it into family-sized bags or into smaller containers. And this allows us to really stretch our dollar as much as possible. We have so many volunteer opportunities. Our repack opportunity is regular throughout the week, and then we have our events and kind of one-off opportunities. All of our volunteer opportunities are always listed online, and a lot of them you can just sign up for yourself. But we also have a team member whose primary job is working with our volunteers, finding a shift for them, finding a way to utilize their skill set. We have volunteers who have unique skills who will reach out to us like, hey, I don't see this listed on your website, but it's something I can offer. And we love that. So if you have a skill, if you have a desire to spend time with us, we've got a need.